Right, and well, Representative Matt Gaetz was on Lou Dobbs last night, and he talked about how Florida has invested and spent money on more security guards at schools, IDs for students, and clearly that's not working in this case.
We have to measure the outcomes. We have to look at the historical timeline. What's happened in this particular school, and how have they been able to compensate for what's happened? Believe it or not, this is a socioeconomically sound school district. So this is more of an aberration than a norm in this particular area. But at the same token, we did have a threat, and they didn't effectually neutralize it moving forward.
This raises the whole question about, do we need magnetometers in every school in the United States?
Wow.
You know, is that the next step? And
that may not be the answer, because different demographics determine what your security protocol would be. So magnetometers may be good in a place like here in New York City, but it may not be suited for that particular area.
Those are the screenings.
They basically detect metal coming into a
metal
school.
detectors,
So,
yeah.
Unfortunately,
Like when you go into an airport.
Right, you would have to have one at every single
entrance to every school, the costs, you know.
I don't know. Is it warranted at this point? I mean, I know it sounds...
look at the history for security in that particular area, and that'll dictate if it's something that you want to move forward with or not.
We want to get to this because just a few hours after the shooting, comedian Chelsea Handler had this to say on Twitter. Here's what she wrote. We have to elect candidates that are not funded by the NRA in November. We have an opportunity to elect candidates who won't allow kids to go to school and get shot. It is disgusting how many times this has happened, and Republicans do nothing. You all have blood on your hands. Darrin, your reaction to this?
Oftentimes, the first thing that I hear is gun control. I don't think gun control is an antiseptic to the problem. This is a far more advanced situation. There are different components into this. This is when you think of gun control, it's very it's not the effective means. And I give you a contrast and comparison as this: we look at Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and we look at Chicago. Chicago has the toughest gun laws in the country. However, at the same token, in Jackson Hole, they don't have these issues. But gun control is not something that's in play. Why is it that gun control is not an issue there, but gun control is an issue in Chicago? So it's far more multifaceted than just gun control.
I think that across the spectrum of ideas, from the right to the left, from people want greater checks on people who might be mentally ill, to, on the left, more gun control at the federal level. All of this involves encroaching on people's civil liberties in one way, shape, or form. And I just want to point out, there's always the focus of nothing's been done at the federal level. There was an assault weapons ban that was proposed after Sandy Hook in Newtown, Connecticut. That was not passed. The Manchin Toomey bill for universal background checks not passed. But there have been more than 200 at the state level gun laws that were passed in the last 5 years. Yeah, and this still continues to happen.
That's because it's unpredictable. The nature of this kind of violence is unpredictable. So demographic is not really always the way you're going to apply resources, because it can happen anywhere. It's almost like the popcorn effect. And that's really the challenge for everybody, is who is buying the weapons, how they're getting their hands on them, what's their mental health background.
Do we know how he got his hands on this automatic rifle?
Not yet. That's still being developed.
But Dylan Roof, the shooter in the Mother Emanuel Church in Charleston, he shouldn't have had a weapon, and he got one because of a failure in the background check at the local level, working with the FBI. They didn't follow up. He got a gun, and he killed people in a church.
I remember that. Darrin, thank you very much for waiting.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it very much. Darrin Porcher there.